Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is the GW Panther, the Tier 7 German SPG. This one's located on the north spawn of Cliff, and it's under the command of cavscouty. Or is that cavscouty? I think it's cavscouty. He's in the OLIMP clan. I should know his name because he's in the same clan as I am. Well, it's the new name to me. He's actually just recently joined What Arty Noobs. So now he's found out that, yep, he can get replays done, and they normally look quite good. Okay, just looking around because I thought somebody was following cavscouty as he came out, and he's actually gone straight to the counter battery. Now, not a great move, but he might get an early spot on where the enemy is, and then after that he could come back to that area and get shots on them. We don't see any action apart from CS52 Liss, who's managed to get up on top of the donut, and now he's presenting a problem to our teammates. Rounds out. Good shot. 212. It effectively tells that guy, you're trespassing, you're not supposed to be there, you're shooting at our teammates, and we're going to do some damage to you. In fact, that's one of the best positions to hit right off the start. The other one is the road leading up to the top of the lighthouse, up on top of the hill, because if the enemy team does get a scout up there, they can spot where all your guys are, and that could cause problems. Now, he's not looking. He's loaded. There he is. He's looking now. Probably best to go for the Centurion 1. So let it settle. Got it. Rounds out. No, he left that too late. The enemy was moving back. He should aim at the front of the vehicle. When he can see it retreating like that, if you've got it lined up properly, the shell should still hit the vehicle, even though it goes out. And the enemy just lost their list, so he's no longer a threat, but the Centurion's still there. And now we've got this XM66F.
That was a close one.
That's good. He got some damage. The more damage he does, the more chance he's got of getting a Confederate medal. They are important. Even if your team loses with a Confederate, you will get the bonus. Courageous resistance is very important. If you can actually get a medal, it proves that you were working hard. Rounds out. Good shot. Right into the side. Well, he did knock out a module. And that's important as well because, of course, it damages the vehicle, prevents them doing what they're supposed to be doing. It looked like it was maybe the ammo rack, actually, because it hit quite high on where the Cheetu stores his shells. It's another important thing, learning about where the shells are and what they do, where the modules are on the vehicle. Well, he can see this Chi-Ri, and he can get a full rescue when he's not looking through those columns. Now fire. Yes, good. Solid one, and in fact that was a penetrating shot. I didn't mention right at the start, but these shells are capable of 600 alpha with the standard HE, 39mm of pen, 7.2 meters burst radius, and between 10 to 18 seconds on stun. He's using the no stun HE, 730 alpha, 49mm of pen, and a 4 meters burst radius. So the shot where he did 716 hit points was a low roll for the high HE, or the non-stun HE, not a high roll like I thought, but I instantly thought he was on standard HE. Okay, we've got an enemy target coming in, and it's an ELC. He's doing a quick scouting run. Obviously, he came across one of our guys. Oh, nice shot! That slowed the ELC down long enough for our teammate in the Tiger 1 to get a kill shot on him. Okay, we just had a request. Please hit the Centurion 1 coming in from our E25. They don't like that Centurion 1 being there, so they want him to put a shell in. He's loaded. Ready to go now. There's a slight delay between the rescue saying he's loaded and the readout down below. He's changed position. He's actually now going for the sniper position up there on the cliff at the is it K7? No, K5, isn't it? And a solid hit there on the BZ176, or BZ176 I should say. He got 287 from that one, but it's the fact that he's hit another tank, and he's has hit a lot of enemy tanks, and that is more than likely going to give him a Confederate. Okay. Lines up the shell. That's it. He's loaded now. Rounds out. Yep, another hit. Confederate's all about hitting tanks that you don't take out yourself. If you can hit enough of them, then you can pick up the Confederate medal. And I saw a tracer in the background coming from the corner at K1. So I think there is an Arty down in that corner. There is only one Arty on the enemy team. It's an S51. Oh, didn't get it between the gap. That's a pity, but I think he can get that XM. I think, in fact, he has already damaged that guy, but only slightly. So he already counts towards the Confederate. It's just we want to take that last 206 hit points and put him out the game. Okay, he's loaded. Now, rounds out straight away. Oh, he got him! He splashed him! And that's the end of his game, so he's got his kill. Now, he's still got that Centurion 1. Dialing in. Got no more of the non-stun HE, but we do have the standard HE. Well, we fired before the guy went down. The Batchat 12 ton got the kill on Centurion, but again, that counts towards our Confederate. And that BZ176 is close by. Now, our Batchat needs to watch out. Here he comes. Yeah, that's what I was fearing. Okay, we're loaded. Rounds out. That teaches him a lesson. I think the BZ or the Batchat 12 ton really should have thought twice, because BZ176s are extremely OP in doing that sort of derp, and you really don't want to get hit by one of them. Okay, he's still there. Fired the round through just in case. I would have done that as well. No stun showing on him, so obviously he didn't get stunned. But the guy is now facing a Ferdinand, which he might find a bit of a problem, but apparently he didn't. He derped him, and he went out of the game. We can also see that the enemy Arty is now located in the bushes near the house. I just saw the tracer coming out from there, so I know exactly where he is. There's only one set of bushes there, and obviously he's in them. And we're almost loaded. So, oh, the ISU-122S is out the game. We're one up on the enemy. They've still got 3 heavy tanks, including that BZ-176. And we are focusing on him to protect the Tiger. Of course, BZ is a tier 8. The Tiger's a tier 1. Tier 8 game with tier 7 tanks. Okay, Tiger 1 for the enemy teams appeared right in the center. Okay, can we get the shell onto him? We have to have that one dialed in fully. So he's actually using that rock quite well.
Oh, that was close.
Got some stun on him, but not much else. Our IS hasn't got much in the way of gun depression. The Tiger does have, well, a certain amount. It's not huge. Okay, now, if he stays in that position and we're fully dialed in, we might be able to get a round down onto him. There, rounds out. Went long, just behind the guy, but it did stun him. We've now got 2 enemy tanks over here. The Chi-2, which we've hit before, and the IS-2 shielded. Unfortunately, we just lost. Or no, the enemy Tiger was wiped out by the IS, so he did get him. But the enemy has now killed 3 of our tanks in quick succession. The Chi-2 just killed one of ours. The IS-2 shielded got the Star 1, and the BZ-176 just killed our Tiger. So, not good. We're 1 down on the enemy now. As far as we can tell, he's aiming for the Chi-2. The BZ is has been spotted by the E25, but we can't get a shot on him. Not at the moment, because he's actually the other side of the donut. So he's just simply not in sight. We can't see the others. There's one, the SU-130PM, and now's a good time to hit him. He's got very few hit points, very few armor, and good shot.
Close, but we can do better.
110 hit points from Splash. Wasn't a direct hit. If it had been a direct hit, that might have wiped him out, because SU-130PMs do not have armor. They're very weak on armor. Now we're looking at that BZ-176. Keeps backing up. Lead the target. That's it. Good shot.
We hit them.
257. He is now one shot. He will go out the next hit. Now, unfortunately, the SU-130PM just killed our UDAs. So now we need to get rid of this BZ-176. Otherwise, we're going to be 2 down on the enemy. Rounds out. No. Oh, and now we're 3 down on the enemy. This is not good. It's just the E25 and us trying to save. That BZ-176 has been more than a problem. And now he's moving towards the E25, so we must get him on this kill. Rounds out. Oh, no! And this is really bad news now, because I think we're about to lose the E25. He's backing up. Question is there going to be anyone behind him? Well, he's moved forward to try and use that wreck for cover, but here comes the BZ, and he's going to wipe. Oh! Well, I didn't expect that. I thought the BZ would get him with one shot, but now we've got the ST2, or Chi2 rather, SP. And he get it. Oh, he fired as if the guy was going to keep moving. He didn't. Come on, you can get it done. He's got such a long time to wait, though. The E25 is now in a pickle because he's surrounded. He's got the IS-2 shielded. Oh, and although he got one shot into the Chi2, I'm afraid now it's 4 against 1. Now it's 3 against 1. And that's unfortunate. He got the Chi2, so at least he's managed to get 2 kills in the game. But I think this is going to be a loss. I don't think they'll be able to survive if 2 of the enemy tanks come in simultaneously. The question is, will they? The other worry, of course, is that the enemy Arty might decide to take part as well. Now, he moved forward, anticipating the enemy's going to come around the corner, but the guy's actually coming in over the top. And now we've turned, and of course, because proximity, yeah.
That wasn't my best take.
We were spotted, and the IS-2 shielded killed us. I was expecting that the SU-130PM would spot and find out where we were, and then the enemy Arty would finish us off with one quick round into us. But no, he was spotting for the IS-2 shielded. He told the guy to stay up on the hill, wait until he found out where he was, and we backed up just enough for him to get a shot, and he finished us off just like that. So sadly, that is a defeat, but at least it was a first-class tanker for cavscouty in the GW Panther. He managed to get a bruise medal for getting at least 5 critical hits in that game. He managed to get 16. He got a cause medal for doing more damage, exceeding 8 times the hit points for his own vehicle. And yes, he did get a Confederate for hitting more of the enemy than anyone else on his team. And that can make quite a difference when it comes to the courageous resistance value or bonus that you get for hitting or getting a medal, an epic medal or a battle hero medal in a losing game or a drawn one. He managed to get a win 8 of 5,470, which showed that he was working extremely hard in the game to help his teammates, but they just weren't up to it in the end. Let's have a look at the team score. Highest damage, well, the highest damage went to that BZ-176, 4,171 hit points of damage. He picked up the high caliber. Second highest damage went to cavscouty. He managed 3,532 hit points, so it was a good score nonetheless, and of course he got the cause and the Confederate. And the third highest damage in the game goes to the IS-2 shielded, the one who actually killed him in the end, and he got 2,491 hit points of damage. When it came to kills, we can see, yeah, the BZ-176 again, he got 5 kills in that game. 3 kills went to the IS-2 shielded and the SU-130PM, and 2 kills went to cavscouty. the IS and the E25 on his own team, but sadly it just wasn't enough. There was still 3 enemy alive at the end of that game, just wasn't enough for him to stay alive. And I know that he would have liked to have taken them out one by one, but I think it was going to be a difficult job. He really did need to connect that shot with the SU-130PM when he was trying to kill the UDAs. If he'd actually taken that guy out then, his name is Crunch, by the way, if he'd taken that guy out then with a direct hit, that would have changed the whole battle, because I think with the UDAs still alive, they had a chance. But once the UDAs was gone, I'm afraid it was very, very difficult. So when it came to base XP, we can see the high score again was the BZ176. Second place, the IS-2 Shielded, and third place, the G2 SP. And we can see that cavscouty actually did get 625, but he was in second place on his own team. And that will put him way down the table when it comes to base XP, because I'm afraid, yes, there were quite a few members of the enemy team who actually got better than him, but at least he did get the bonus. If we look at the detail, 25 shots fired. That's a lot for a GW Panther. A huge amount, actually. The battle did go on for quite some time. 8 direct hits on the enemy, 1 penetrating shot, and 21 splash. Damage of 3,532, all of it at more than 300 meters. So, who did he actually penetrate? Can we see and find out which one? It wasn't the SU-130PM. If only he'd got that one, but he didn't. The G2? No, didn't penetrate that one either. The ELC? No, he didn't penetrate that guy. How about the Chi-Ri? Yes, it was the Chi-Ri. He got a shot for 716 hit points off that guy with 1 penetration, but he didn't kill the guy out of that shot. Somebody else got him instead. So going back to the detail, we can see he hit 10 of the enemy, killed 2, so there was a big 8 difference there to get the Confederate. He also got 15 stuns out of the game, but no stun assist, which is probably one of the reasons why he didn't get the ace tanker out of it. He did do solid amount of damage, actual damage to the enemy vehicles, but just no stun assist. His teammates weren't helping him there. On a free-to-play account, he made a profit of 12,997 credits, and he also got 984 XP out of the game as well. But, yep, sadly, it was a loss. So, there you go. That's the first replay we've had from cavscouty. But he has actually, or did recently get the first ace tanker for, I think it was an SU-14-2 game. Unfortunately, he wasn't able to keep it because he hadn't actually set his configurations on his game client to keep all of his battles so that he can then review them at a later date. I know some people say they've only got a limited amount of space to store the game files, but it really is very, very useful if you do keep all of your game files, if you can, because you might be able to refer to them later on, and you might be able to put the recording up so we can have a look at it. Other people can review that battle. But sadly, he has now changed his settings, so he will be keeping all his future replays, hopefully, and then we can actually get them on the channel. I hope you enjoyed that replay. If you did, please give this video a like, do subscribe to our channel, leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm, and thank you for watching.